PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Taking a deep shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Duarte. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Duarte, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
57.
From the gun, Duarte. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
These two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 26-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duarte, and that is incomplete here.
Intended for
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Chubb. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That ties the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And Travis Kelce, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
At the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Duarte. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup at 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Duarte. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The kicker on for the
yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a 3-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Flush to his right. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
59 mark, check.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 8 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Duarte. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score.
makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Looking to throw. Duarte. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carter, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
To throw on 2nd down. Duarte. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Duarte. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. It'll be Minshew again. And it's complete to Kelce. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
To Travis Kelce. A gain of 12.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
Make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time. They're gonna need some therapy after this. Check.
first down. Duarte. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Second and 10.
To throw again. Duarte. That's out to Chubb, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Duarte. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46.
Complete to Travis Kelsey.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Completes it to Hardman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
Seahawks.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give right side. Stewart, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And it's a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Number 16.
Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31. 49ers. 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Duarte. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On third down, Duarte.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
On third down, you'll give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Duarte. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Gets this one to use check. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On second down now, Stewart, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down, Seattle.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Minshew's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Carter. Open space inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 22 and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Duarte. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Operating from the gun, Duarte. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On first down, Stewart, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, Stewart. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready. 50, plant. 50, go.
And they will take a knee here.
Today's final.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Niners, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you.